un abusador, juega con tu corazón. Sabes decir que no, cómo decirte que te quiero, que muero por tu amor. Yo no he perdido la ilusión, ni el tiempo ni la razón. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, el que trata mal yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Tu cuerpo y el mío juntitos bailando. Tu boca y la mía felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, me sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Déjame decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Oye, él no te quiere, no sabe cuidarte. Oye, yo tengo un mundo para darte. Yo solo quiero cuidarte. Oye, mueve la cintura. Oye, que seas mía toda la vida. Solo eso quiero.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is SPEEDy Sports, where we bring you the moments of your life. Today on SPEEDy Sports, we will be discussing the revolutionary proposal by the International Football Association Board, or IFAB, to introduce a new card in football. Some say it's the yellow card, is the green card, some say it's blue card. What does this mean for football? How will it change the beautiful game? That is what we want to know today. Today is going to be a very speedy one, so I'll be calling our numbers right away as we'll be listening to those our fans out there, what they have to say. The number that you can reach us today is 080 84 27 5464. I'll take that again. 080 84 27 5464. So I went out and did some interview. Let's listen and hear from Farufa Mike Usha what he has to say.
My name is Farufa Mike Usha.
The International Football Association Board want to introduce a new rule. That's a new card in football. They call it the green card. What is your take on that?
Well, I feel the introduction of a green card is a welcome development because there are certain fouls that I understand based on my observation of the game of football that they do not warrant a direct red card. But to some extent, I feel they are above a red card, a yellow card. So if a player commits a foul that is above yellow card, but I feel is not up to what a red card should be served, I think is a welcome development, so that such a player will stay outside for a couple of minutes and then will be allowed to come back into the game again, because FIFA, or from some of the judgments we have received, there are certain offense that you know quite well that this is not what should be awarded. This player should not be given a red card based on this particular offense. FIFA has come up with certain judgments to that effect. So if a green card is introduced, it will remedy some of these situations where a player commits an offense and then he's outrightly shown a red card. So it will actually caution players to understand that they have to be cautious in some of the tackles they make, so that the game will become more interesting for us, the watchers. So I believe that the introduction of a green card is actually a welcome development.
Yeah, that is Farofa Mike Kusha. Is of the opinion that the green card or the blue card, whatever is chosen, it's a welcome development, because most of the times when players they foul another player, some may just be a little foul and it will result to red card, which may end up destroying the game. There are people there are teams that complain about that seriously. The green card will actually make football to be interesting, according to Farofa. You can be part of this show. You can be part of this show by calling our number 080-8427-5464. You can call and air your view to us. We are very, very interested in hearing what our listeners out there have to say. According to Farofa, he said the fouls, most of the time the fouls that are may just be a slight foul, and sometimes it will go into red card. But if it is a green card, the player may just stay out for, say, 10 minutes and then he will come back. We remember during the World Cup, the Euros, yes, England versus Italy, yes, England versus the foul by Materazzi on Bukayo Saka. That is a professional foul, and if you give a red card in such situation, it will not be so interesting. So that will be so hard on the players. But in the case of that kind of situation, you can just give a green card where the player may go outside, rest for 10 minutes and come back. You can be part of the show by calling our numbers on 080-8427-5464. While we also want to listen to another fan out there, what he has to say.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Peter. I'm calling from Boko Road.
Okay. What do you think about the card the IFAB is talking about introducing to football?
Yeah, I think the card is a welcome development because, just as you earlier said, most of the referees are destroying the game of football with the action of giving cards anyhow. Sometimes you see an offense to be committed, it might not warrant that red card. But then, as long as the player has gotten a yellow card before, they will not give red card because of the previous yellow card the player has gotten before.
Yeah.
So you just compare it with basketball. You see some basketball, if you come out, sometimes they send you out for some minutes before you come in back. So when you come back, at least by the time the players come back, yes. Now, once he's out, he has seen that they will not play on his own team.
Yes.
So he will now control himself. If it's anger, if he does that by anger, he will control his anger, knowing fully well that once he's out, there will be a big problem because the short one will be an advantage to the other team.
Yeah.
So I feel too that it's a good thing because most of the referees are taking advantage. If you look at the Premier League now, so many people are complaining of English referees because of the way they officiate the games. You know that most of them are for other clubs.
Yeah.
They back other clubs against other clubs. So sometimes you discover that some of the clubs are losing. Sometimes they play the match they're not supposed to lose, but they will lose. Why? Because the referee is biased.
Okay.
So initially we complain of our Nigerian African referees. But then this is becoming the global thing.
Yeah.
Global.
Yeah.
Because I feel that introduction of the card, whichever, the green or blue, is a welcome development.
All right. Thank you for calling. Yeah, we will listen to another of our fans we went to introduce, our listeners we went to introduce. His name is Samuel Kumen.
My name is Samuel Ikenu.
IFAB is talking about introducing a new card in football called the green card. What is your take on it?
For me, I prefer giving a yellow card because giving a green card for like 10 minutes, that will give the other opponent to capitalize, and sometimes they will win the match. So I prefer yellow card and the red card.
So you don't want them to introduce the green card?
Yes, for me, I prefer red and yellow card.
They say the green card a player will have to go out for 10 minutes. And it also gives the team an advantage. And they are talking about that football, there is no much goals in football. So don't you think that when with the green card will make football more interesting because there will be many goals in football?
For me, I don't see any reason for bringing in yellow green card. I prefer the two, as I usually say it. That's my stake.
Yeah, Mr. Samuel is of the view that the 2 cards we already have in football are already enough. You don't have to bring another card to cause confusion in the game, because I think the 2 cards, whatever be the case, how they are using it, according to him, it's okay for him. If you bring a card, some people argue that if you bring a card and you give a player a yellow card, I have to go outside and rest, he may come back and get injured because the body has already rested. So some people are of the view that the yellow or green card, whatever is chosen, that it is not the right call by IFAB. So we will also go forward to listen to other of our listeners out there.
Yes, my name is Abende Paul.
Okay. The International Football Association Board are introducing a new rule in football called the green card. What's your take on that?
It's a welcome development because look at it as some offense that a player commits, in a game. It does not really deserve a yellow card, but it deserves a caution that the person should know that what he did is a wrong thing. So giving a green card is a welcome development as well, so that it's a kind of a caution, a warning to the player that don't repeat that for the second time. So it's a welcome development.
So the 10 minutes that the player is supposed to be outside, is it not an advantage to the other team?
It's part of the game. It's part of the game. Because that's why I said it's a caution for you to not to do it for the second time, because you know that your team is on a disadvantaged side. So you're repeating it for the second time, then you know that it's affecting your team.
Your team is at the disadvantaged side, so you have to be very, very cautious, so you will not receive a green card. That is what the fan there is saying. Okay, we have a caller on the line.
Hello? Yeah,
hello.
This is Peter calling again.
Okay.
So when you're talking of the other team being advantage on just 10 minutes, how about in the situation whereby in the first half, a player is given a red card? Is that no more damage? Is that not causing more damage? Some players have been given a red card in the first half of the game. Then the other one will play short one, cover that first half and second half plus extra time. So for me, I feel that 10 minutes is very okay compared to the red card.
The red card would take the players totally out of the match.
Yes. So if we say, how would you say that maybe a player rested for 10 minutes, they will be weak? It doesn't. It's not. That one is not called for. That one is not an excuse. How will you just rest? Maybe you rest for some minutes and you become weak. It's not possible.
Physiotherapists are of the view that once a player come out to rest and the muscles are all relaxed, once you put him into the field, he may easily get injured.
You as a player, your muscles cannot relax within just few minutes. You understand? It can't. And for me, and I feel too that maybe by the time the player is out for that point, that particular time, you look at it that sometimes if they want to do substitution, some players are jogging on the line.
Yeah.
The player can still go on the line. If he doesn't want to maybe if they're talking that Moses being relaxed, he can still be on the line, warming up on the line till they call him back.
Okay, thank you very much for calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, our caller is still standing his ground that the green card is a good call by IFAB and it should be implemented in football. What is your view about this? You can also be part of the show by dialing our number and calling us on 080 84 27 5464. You can be part of this show by also reaching us on Facebook. Our Facebook handle is www.facebook.com/asking radio 98.5 Speed FM. You can comment there and we'll read your comments from this side. We will go forward. Let's hear what another person I went to interview had to say about the green card.
By name.
IFAB is talking of introducing a new card in football. What is your take on this?
Okay, it is true. I heard that they want to introduce a green card, and I'm happy about it because it will reduce the tackling that player used to tackle their opponent, and again, it will allow the player to rest also a little bit before coming in.
Do you think that the 10 minutes that will be given will not be an advantage to the other team?
Though it's an advantage, but I still like it that way because some players, they are too rugged in that defending area. So they will have that fear in them if that rules is introduced very well and they abide to it.
Yeah, some players will become a little bit cautious because they know that if you get a green card, you may be out of the field of play for 10 minutes, which will be a disadvantage. It will be a disadvantage to your team. And you could end up killing your team. And at the same time, it's better to have a 10 minutes break off the field than going out of the game completely. You can be part of the show, please. I want to hear what you have to say about this green card that IFAB is actually trying to introduce to football. You can be part of the show by calling our numbers 080 84 27 5464. And you can also reach us on Facebook on www.facebook.com/asking radio 98.5 Speed FM. You will get your message to our listeners. Let's go forward and see what other of our sport analysts out there have to say.
Yeah, my name is Michael William.
IFAB is actually talking about introducing a new card called the green card. What is your take on this?
Yeah, about the new card, I prefer to use the green card as well because by using the green card, maybe it will give some players privilege of getting what they want. Like sometimes they will know their fault when they are outside watching the game. When some are playing, maybe they will collect their mistakes. So I prefer the green card.
So they said the green card, a player is going to stay outside for 10 minutes. So don't you think that this will give the other team an advantage over the team that didn't get the card?
Yes, it will give them an advantage, but even though they are not using the green card, maybe they will give you red card, and red card it will score you more difficult than the green card itself. So I prefer the green card.
You will see that most of our the people we interviewed actually are on the side of the green card. What is your take on this? We want to hear your take on this. This is Asking Radio, Speed FM Sport, and you are here with Kuji Benjamin. I want you to call in and tell us your own point of view when as to regard the green card that want to be introduced by IFAB. I think we have someone on the line.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Can you tell us your name and where you are calling from?
I'm Solomon from St. Joseph.
Okay. What is your take on the card the IFAB want to introduce?
Yes, I am looking at it this way. What they are talking of 10 minutes resting outside. What if the match entirely is less than 10 minutes and the player is given that green card?
Then you know that you are out of the rest of the match.
Or the aim that is determined to achieve, will it be achieved? If the match is less than 4 minutes or less than that, and the player is issue the green card. So I want to know, where in that situation, what will be the effect of that card again on the player?
If you have less than if you have less than 10 minutes in the match and you are given the green card, you know that the rest of the match you are not going to play it. As simple as that.
Okay. Another one, they say that the player on giving 10 minutes to rest, the muscle will be relaxed, and when he come back, it will be a setback. I fought that one. If somebody is given 10 minutes to rest, when he come back, don't you think he will come with more power and momentum to play the game?
you answer that.
Yes.
I think you should.
Naturally, if you rest and come back, you get more power and get more advantage. All of those have been playing and they are tired.
Okay.
So I am looking at it that those in physiotherapy, as you call them, then maybe their judgment may be wrong. It may be faulty, because practical experience reveals that when somebody is playing and they have a rest, he will get momentum and play more energetic than that person that is playing continuously.
So what is your take? What is your take on this? Are you for?
My take on it is that it has no significant effect on the player going outside. Rather, it gets advantage over those in the field.
No, what I'm asking is that, are you in support of the green card or you are not in support of it?
I'm not in support. I'm not in support.
Okay.
I'm not in support.
All right. Thank you for calling. Yeah. This is Asking Radio, Speed FM Sport. You are listening to Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Hello, who is on the line?
Yeah, Peter calling again. I didn't read that statement in particular, so I want to get it clear. So if they introduce that green or blue card, the yellow card and the red card, are they going to be spread out?
They still stand.
They still stand.
They still stand.
Okay. So now, my question again is, the red card, the yellow card, and the green or blue card, which one is superior?
A yellow card is a caution, which you may still continue the game. The blue card, you have to rest for 10 minutes. Okay. Then the red card, you have to go out completely.
I miss some matches.
Yeah.
Okay. So why people talking? Why people kicking against the blue or the green card? You don't have to kick against it.
Yeah.
I think it's better I get a card that will keep me out for some minutes, and maybe I still get that timing again. I rest again, the timing again to go in back, that we miss 1 or 2 matches that will be counting against me, even from my team. My team will feel that, oh, I'm a rough player. I don't, that kind of a thing. In the game, when you have such yellow cards, such red cards, it counts against you.
Yeah.
So many clubs sometimes they feel that you are rugged. They hardly sign. You don't give that much respect again, because you are missing matches. Once the card is given to you, you miss some matches.
Okay, thank you for calling.
So, yeah, for me, I don't see any reason why people are kicking against or people are against. It's good.
All right. Thanks for calling. We still have one person on our interview. I think we'll listen to him very, very fast, and we'll hear your opinion before we go to the results of yesterday's Champions League.
I'm meeting Mega Felix.
Felix, the International Football Association Board want to introduce a new card in football called the green card. What is your take on that?
Yes, for me it's a good development, because if the green card can replace the yellow card, will be good, in the sense that when a player has done something, has made a mistake by playing a rough game, he can be kept outside. He can be kept outside for that 10 minutes so that he will see that he's missing some good chances that he must have played if he did not make any mistake. So by doing that, he will correct himself, and even the coach, because 10 minutes, inside 1 minute, a goal can come in. But if the player is not in a pitch for 10 minutes, it will give him a lot of trouble, and it will give him some corrections.
Okay. We have a caller on the line. Hello? What's your name and where you're calling from? Oh, we lost him. You can call back again. Most of the people we interviewed are of the view that the green card or the blue card, whatever is chosen, will be a nice one in football. I think from here we will have to go and read and check our Champions League results of yesterday. Borussia Dortmund played a goalless draw with Sporting CP, and it aggregate Borussia Dortmund qualified 3-0. PSV played a 3-1 against Juventus. That was a match that a lot of people thought Juventus were going to do something worthwhile, but they fell, and the Juventus out of the competition after 4-3 on aggregate. Then we also have PSG spanked Brest 4-0. That is 7-0 on aggregate. And we also have Real Madrid and Man City. Real Madrid beat City by 3-1. I think that is where we will round up the curtains for today's show. I hope tomorrow you also join us on the show and contribute to the show also. For me over here, I want to appreciate Jafet Upa, who is here controlling the mixers and everything for me. I also want to appreciate my big boss, Tahava Gezua, and Ted, who also has been of immense help to me. And the big boss himself, the Tour Radio, we'll call him the Tour Radio, and King James Yige. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice day.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Oh yeah.